Hello, Dominica. Waiting like I always am on somebody to come on. But how y'all doing today? Happy Friday. Yes, happy Friday. We don't acknowledge the actual date it is because fuck America. I'm gonna cook pasta. Not and curse the Milky Way ghetto. Y'all come on in. I'm waiting on that y'all favorite guy to come the fuck on. While y'all here though, if y'all wanna shop my store, the code is pinned up there. So y'all can get 25% off for this weekend. Hello. Yeah, we doing Korean barbecue. To be fair, it looked like it might actually rain today. I don't know, because it like poured down yesterday a couple minutes at a time. Like, I don't know, the weather been so crazy. Look at that, now it's saying it's gonna rain at 3 o'clock. Child. Catastrophic floods caused deaths in Central Texas. I guess to be raining all over some places. It ain't rained enough here to flood, at least not on my side of town. This week has been hectic. I can't wait to talk about it. Real Talk or news outlet, please. It rained here in Dallas yesterday. Now it's partly cloudy. Yeah, I think it's partly cloudy here or overcast, but this weather wild. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain Monday and Tuesday. I'm just like, oof. I don't know. I hope people be alright. I ain't seen no hurricane issues so far, knock on wood, but with this rain off and on. Welcome back, Brayden. But yeah, we gonna do this real talk. And then we got some meat from H Mart to do Korean barbecue for later. I should run to Aldi after this to see if they got another one of them teppanyaki pans so I could cook twice the amount at once. What's up, Hot Face? It's been raining there nonstop. Where you live at, Maddie?
What's up, y'all?
But yeah, the weather here be weird, so North Carolina. Yeah, we'll see if it don't rain today. It's time to lock in.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
New animes.
What new anime?
Dawn is out. Kaiju come out.
That ain't new.
I mean, it's new episodes. But Lord of Mysteries is out.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
We did a trailer for it. It's the Chinese anime.
No, I don't do chamomile tea.
Oh yeah, Gotcha Akuda. I don't think Gotcha Akuda comes out till like, let me see what day. I don't know. But I'll post it on TikTok though, whatever we watch, because YouTube be on some bullshit. All these new animes with this bomb ass animation. I think Gotcha Akuda a regular Japanese anime though, right?
No.
Oh, it come out Sunday. Nah, I'll do the Chainsaw Man trailer tomorrow when we watch anime. Yes. Not you calling it got you some cooter instead of got you a cooter. That's crazy. Black Clover finally coming back. Anybody got plans this weekend? Excuse me. Yeah, I already mentioned Don Da Don. It came out today, I think, and Kaiju come out tomorrow because they got the countdown for it. I guess that'd be like a big one. That's the only one I see be having a countdown to the episode. Come on. We gonna bring that up, Freezer, for current events. Your plans to chill in the AC while you off work? Ain't nothing wrong with staying at home and studying. It's okay to be boring sometimes. They keep your ass out of trouble. Cause people out here wilding. Omega was here earlier and asked me, did I see that viral clip of some grown ass man trying to snatch this girl in broad daylight at the train station, and them dudes beat the shit out of him. They should have beat his ass some more. Cause the fuck. No, what's wrong with folks, bro? The heat getting the folks, I guess. Not they had you feeling ashy. Y'all, we can talk about Ironheart now that Ironheart's over. So if y'all ain't seen it and want to see it, spoiler alert if y'all want to dip and come back. How y'all feel about the show? What?
I know people mad at Ironheart for getting Mephisto. That was funny.
A little bit before the reveal of who's behind the hood, by the way. I enjoyed it, but I feel like I liked the first 3 episodes more than the last 3. Like, I enjoyed the show as a whole, but I feel like they had me in the first half, and then I gotta see what they trying to set up for the second half. I did like the girl Zelma though, like the magic girl. It's interesting to see if they're gonna do something else with her character.
So I found out that she's an assistant on Apprentice to Strange in the comics. Didn't know that. Yeah, but I don't read Marvel like I used to, so So, yeah, so maybe that's where she's going. Maybe she'll be in the movie coming up,
They might see how people react to her character and see if people like her and see, but she was dope though. So that just goes to show you there's other people out there that can do certain shit that just we ain't seen them. I like the fights. And then, what's his name? The Zeke. I don't know. I guess, maybe they'll be able to reprogram. Maybe they could still use him to do stuff since his body already But I want to know why the dude, what's his name? Parker, the one who had the hood originally, popped up at the magic shop at the end, and what he trying to cook up now? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, are you trying to find another situation like the one you had and make a deal with them? Cause it's like the only thing that I didn't get, Mephisto making deals, and it's gonna be something you don't miss, but it didn't seem like he really collected when he switched from Parker to Riri. So what did you take from him? Was it his humanity? Because he don't seem like he really give a fuck about nobody no more. What did you actually take from him? Normally with demons, it's clear and concrete. You gotta give up something. So what was it? Parker and Zelma probably gonna be a part of Strange Academy.
I know I feel like definitely since we got him in Ironheart, we gonna get him in Brand New Day. Now that I feel like is a guarantee. I do feel like I don't care if it's supposed to be street level shit in Brand New Day, I do feel like in Spider-Man, we gonna be getting Mephisto now. Like, cause he's alone, y'all. Like, people, he's alone. He doesn't have May. That was a big part of it. Like, that's why I honestly, like, that was the time I thought we were gonna get Mephisto. But we didn't. I thought we would have got him during that. But now that you calling it Brand New Day, it's like, come on now.
Could Zelma not smell the dark demon magic coming from him? But Mephisto cut ties with him though, so maybe it's not like that anymore. But maybe since he used it, like maybe they can like help him some kind of way, and maybe he'll end up not being a bad guy. I don't know. Cause I mean, he didn't really start off a bad guy. His daddy fucking hold him, and he did the shit he did, trying to like get up to where his dad status was and do all that stuff. He just got,
Riri's hair at the end made me feel like it was a different reality. Nah, fuck that. I loved when they took her hair out. She looked
so like her character.
She looked so much more comic accurate with the hair down. I was like, shit.
That's probably why they did it. But like, notice now that I like went back and watched it, like that episode again. Notice how like, when Parker had the hood, every time he used certain abilities that were like inhuman, it would like stress his body out. She didn't do nothing but hug Natalie and realize she was really there, and that shit spread. So is it gonna be one of them situations like the longer Natalie is alive and she not supposed to be, is like taking from her? Like, cause she didn't do nothing to make that shit spread. It just Natalie was there and it started spreading. So is that the cost? Somebody that's supposed to be dead is alive, so it's like basically draining from you some kind of way. Like, that shit kind of crazy. I mean, I have hope for her because with Parker not having the hood, depending on what they do with his character next, it's still hope for her. But it's like, I feel like they'll have her do fucked up shit, and by the time she snap back, she gonna realize she fucked up a lot of shit. But Zelma way too open to showing her powers. Just showing them to anyone. Well, maybe she can sense something different about them that they not like regular customers. Then plus he had to come in and ask her shit a certain way too. It's not like they was just a regular person came in for some crystals and you showing them the
and
the
she
dungeon.
sensed the stuff in her pocket too. So it was like, you don't just want to fucking do some yoga and get some, you know what I'm saying, some herbs and some spices and get this shit off. You know, you got some powerful shit in your pocket. We don't need to be here. We need to teleport us somewhere else. And did y'all get the Thor reference too? The Thor Ragnarok when they was shaking? I didn't get it the first time either.
What you mean when they were shaking?
When Strange was teleporting them in between different rooms in Thor Ragnarok, Thor was shaking every time they did magic. That's what they did when Zelma did that to Riri and her mom. Yo, I really thought they were finna kill Riri. I was like, shit, okay, this is different. This is different. Like, I was like, I'm looking for that MCU where they actually kill the hero in the show. Like, it happens all the time. Like, why we not killing these heroes in their own show? That should be crazy.
Child, they gonna cuss her out though when they figure out Natalie there for real, because they gonna be like, what did you do? Because that shit crazy as hell. Like, that's, and the brother already was freaked out by the AI. Now you actually got her back. Like, that's not natural. She's supposed to be dead. And that's a big price to pay. You not just using the cape for a selfish gain. You brought somebody back to life. So that's definitely gonna have like some kind of ignorant ass repercussions.
I don't know what's gonna lead to Brother Voodoo. I would have thought we would have got him sooner than we have, because he's the Sorcerer Supreme, right? And y'all know his brother died in the first Doctor Strange movie. And I don't know if they go wait because they go do the new continuity. Huh?
You say his brother died in the first Doctor Strange movie?
Yeah.
Who's his brother?
Daniel, the dude that was in the I can't even think of the fucking place. Sanctum Sanctorum. He died. He was the black guy that died. That's Daniel. That's his brother in the movie, in the MCU. That's his brother. So I don't know if they go like try to retcon that to make because they twins now. Jericho and Daniel are twins now. So I don't know if they go try to retcon it and redo it. Like, you know how they go back and reshoot some shit.
If I was Riri's age, yes. Where I am in life now, as much as I would want that, no, because I know the price that it's gonna come with. Like, you can't just assume I'm gonna do that. Like, God forbid that ever happened to me. You telling me you wouldn't give your soul up to save or get one of your kids back. My kids probably wouldn't even want me to do that for them. Giving up your soul, like, that's fucking crazy. Like, if something happens to somebody, it was meant to happen. Like, I'm a firm believer in that. If something gonna happen to you, it's gonna happen anyway. Me bringing somebody back to life. So what if I give up my soul for one child just to have the other one taken? Then what? I'm out of soul. So what now? Now I done picked one over the other. I got 3 kids. I don't have one. Cause demons like to play like that. Like, you watching a TV show, but in real life, them different implications. So what if I did that and I got more time here, but I'm gonna go to hell, or like my lifespan gonna be cut short only for something to happen to one of my other kids or Trey, and then what? I can't make that same deal again. Y'all gotta think past that. Like, you can't just look at the surface. She's young. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the show, she's like, what, college age? But she had college early. She's probably 19, 20 at the most. At her age, I probably wouldn't make an irrational decision like that. With the things she's gone through, like, yes. I'm just saying I was disappointed in her because of how smart she is. You gotta know after what you've seen that it's gonna be some kind of hella price. And then just because somebody said it ain't gonna be something you ain't gonna miss, come on now. So what you not gonna miss? You not gonna miss your soul? You not gonna miss your humanity? Like, you brought somebody back that ain't even probably gonna recognize you in a couple of months because you're gonna be somebody different. That's why I feel like if these celebrities actually do stuff like this why they be trying to renege on it later, because you probably did it while you was single and young and all you cared about was money. Then you started life hit you when you got a family and there's other shit at stake. Then you want to switch up. So, I mean, no.
Who was that podcaster that people were saying he signed a deal and lost his son?
A podcaster?
Yeah, but the deal was like $100 million or something.
I ain't never heard.
And then like a few days later, his son died, and people was like, "What?" It was crazy. I forgot the podcaster name. It was a dude. One dude signed it and was like ready to go. The other dude was hesitating and shit, and you could see like.
I think she did accept it. That's why they showed Natalie as not a hologram. She pretty much accepted the deal. Like, you didn't have to see her sit and shake his hand, but it's obviously happened because the girl is back and she getting
like
the mark
Trey
on her.
Said her head couldn't overwrite her heart.
I mean, that's fine, but like I said, you gotta take age into account too. She ain't got nobody but her mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but at the same time, like I said, I'm speaking from the age I'm at now. I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, 18-year-old Trey would have did it too.
Like, right, at that age, when you ain't got no cares in the world. And
at 18, I would have folded, bro. I know me. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. At 18, I would have folded. It would have been.
I already know who you would have brought back.
I would have folded, bro.
But it's like, I get it. Like, yeah, at that age, I get you making that decision. But to be fair, she's supposed to be the smartest person in the MCU.
And even that just shows you, no matter how smart you are, you have a heart. Like think about it. Like, most people who are smart don't have that empathy. Like
What's
that.
Up, Julia?
Like most people forget with genius comes arrogance. She loved her friend so much, but she don't even know what she lost. She don't care what she loses as long as she get her back. But she didn't even realize that she had made the deal. It's like, yeah, like reality had been rewritten.
That could be possible. Maybe her friends and family won't remember that she died. Maybe they'll make it so only the stepdad died, so that she don't have to explain. I don't know. And that's even more of a cost, because like, on top of getting my dead friend back, you rewrote everybody's memories too. That's a lot. It's like the deal in Follow the House of Usher. I don't feel like that's the same thing, but they made a deal to be rich, and they weren't supposed to have kids because their family was supposed to like take the brunt of that. That's why the sister was smart enough to never have kids. The dad had all them fucking children, and they all got hold. But I don't think. I mean, like it's a deal, yes, but I don't think it's the same thing. I heard that Mephisto is the best manipulator. I mean, he basically the devil. It's interesting to see where they're gonna go from here. I'm ready to watch Fantastic Four now.
I'm like, people talking about they not wanting to see Fantastic. I gotta see Fantastic Four, bro. I'm like, I love, like, when Pedro, I don't care, the trailer sold me when Pedro said, I don't know. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. When you say that as Mr. Fantastic, bitch, if I'm in a room with you and I know you, I don't care what character I am. Tony, fucking T'Challa, Namor. Bitch, I'm scared. Even Namor should be scared of that shit. Even though he don't like Reed, he should be petrified. This motherfucker know everything. Why the fuck? What the fuck you mean you don't know? I'm getting in his face like fucking Richie did Carmi in the final episode of The Bear, bitch. I'm like, are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me? Are you fucking with me? What the fuck you mean you don't know? Reed, you better know. That's scary, bro. I'm like, I don't know why more comic book readers aren't talking about that shit. That shit should have been the focal point of the fucking movie to make people go see that shit. Reed Richards doesn't know. This is the first movie and you don't know some shit? People hating on the female Silver Surfer because she's female and they don't read comic books. And like, it's like what people don't understand, again, that this is another Earth. But you don't watch every movie. You pick and choose what you want to watch, so you don't understand. And like, this is what I'm saying. Like, they stated that this is the multiversal saga. You've been seeing different people from different Earths in a lot of movies. And this is a different Earth.
Marvel fans seem to be hating on a lot of stuff recently. That's because they're not fans. Like, why hate on something that already exists? You're not a fan.
It's in the comics, bro. I don't understand.
If you mad about them changing your favorite character or some shit like that, cool. But like, y'all mad at shit that already exists the way it is.
Like, you ain't hear this outrage for the Ancient One. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear this outrage earlier, like when the movies were coming out in the Infinity Saga. A lot of bullshit. Like, y'all didn't get mad about Scott being Ant-Man instead of Hank. Like we made Hank old and didn't even see him in the suit. I'm like, it was bullshit. Like, because Hank got a fucked up story, but we didn't put that out there. Now, the Taskmaster thing, I was like, this is crazy. Now that one I didn't agree with the Taskmaster shit.
Nope, because they should have been able to fight a dude just like anybody
else. Like, I'm like, y'all Black Widows, bro. Like, I don't understand that choice. I really didn't understand that choice. I was like, that don't make sense. But they
connected it to the main dude and made that his daughter or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, but I'm like, even still, like, you could have just hired somebody. You could have hired Taskmaster to work for you and do the shit.
But that's what happened when y'all let people write and direct movies that don't read comics either. That should be a requirement. Like, why am I hiring motherfuckers that don't even fuck with comic book characters? That's stupid. But they, gotta get their friends a job.
I don't know who wrote that shit, if I'm being honest.
Some woman, probably. And they be pissing me off, too, because you ain't gotta do all that in the movies. Like that shit be annoying, too.
Like, she could fight this motherfucker. She could shoot at this motherfucker. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, motherfuckers be like, this is why I be like, you're not gonna do that shit to the Dora Milaje. You just not finna do that shit. You not finna do that shit. That's why when Io said that shit to Black Widow in Civil War, move. or you will be moved. Bitch, you go get moved. You go get moved. Stop playing. That wasn't even a court. That was Io. Io finna fuck her up. I don't know why. I don't know why people feel like other like women on Earth just go whoop the door of Melage. Stop it, bro. Centuries upon millennia of training passed down. Y'all not whooping them. These women training every day. You train every other day, if that. Like, no, that shit ain't flying. If they get Storm and Roll wrong, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed. I ain't even gonna lie.
What girl from The Last of Us?
Them two gotta be right. I can't lie. Roll gotta
that's what happened when you don't get education. When the education budget cut, people don't know what the definition of stuff means, so they just use words.
What you mean?
Because there's like everybody use woke nowadays, and it's annoying. Like they don't know what it means. You just using a word because you heard your favorite stupid ass podcaster use it or favorite YouTuber use it, and they don't know what the fuck it means.
A Vic? Thank you. Oh, is that a Vic? I don't know. No.
Avic?
Or Avic, yeah. Avic, that would make sense. Avic Daz. Have they ever gotten Rogue right?
She's only in one iteration of X-Men that's live action.
That's what I had to think. I was like, yeah, so.
The character that plays Ellie is getting interest from Marvel.
I mean, honestly, I don't get how that's woke. Like, putting a woman as a character. I feel like it's time for us to have a woman character in GTA. Like, fucking for real.
Anytime they put a woman in a role that they feel like a woman ain't supposed to be doing, it's woke. If they put anybody that's a different ethnicity than white, it's woke. It's just like, that's not what that means, bro. Just say you racist and misogynist. That's what the words you need to be using.
No, I'm not reacting to Sandman Season 2. I'm just not doing it. I'm not.
People keep asking that.
I don't know why people keep asking that. Like, listen, y'all. It's not that I get tired. Hear me. I get tired of reacting to stuff, and it takes years for it to come back out. I have to go refresh myself to remember this shit.
It ain't take that long for this to come out. You just didn't care for it the first time. It just ain't a point of watching stuff you don't care about just for the sake of a reaction. That's the response. No. People be wanting you to watch shit all the time. Everything ain't for everybody. Yeah, some of these reactors y'all watch gonna watch anything y'all suggest because they want views.
The word woke spawned from it initially came from black people being basically not having their third eye open to what white people was doing. And we were saying, stay woke, my brother. That's what woke came from. Oh, no, my brother. See, you got to understand that the man had put this in place for this. Stay woke, my brother. That's what woke is. All this shit that they talking about now is not woke. That's just somebody saying some shit trying to... You know how they changed meanings of words from back in the day to now? And trying to... No, that's not what woke is. Y'all generation just be saying shit to say it and think it's cool. No, that's not what woke is. Woke is being woke on all the bullshit that the man does. I.e., wake y'all asses up from the shit that Trump is doing. Stay woke.
T-Bird, thank you for the donation. Love and respect y'all.
Not yelling at you, but... I'm just saying. That's the definition of woke. Yeah. Wouldn't X-Men be the definition of woke with all what?
X-Men might be considered woke, but it's been woke. It ain't woke now just because people using the word. It's always been about they're mutants and humans don't see them as like a part of their community because of what one gene that's different.
The X gene.
I got powers you don't, and now all of a sudden I'm a monster.
And like
I ain't the same shade as you, so now I'm a problem.
I want y'all to pay attention to how mutants are treated. Mutants are treated less than. Like this is why people that it's the blindness of racism is crazy. I love X-Men. I do. X-Men are my favorite characters. But you're the most racist motherfucker there is. It's not the same thing. It is. It's the exact same thing. You're treating people how people in X-Men treat mutants. Here's even the racist term for mutants. Muties. Get out of here, muties. Go back to where you came from, muties. That's what they say. Trey, my cousin told me to tell you Marvel doesn't own the MCU. The DCU does. Stay woke, my brother. Tell your cousin to trip on the curb.
DC can't even afford the people they got. How they own somebody else?
Trey, if they get Secret Wars right and they do good with the movie, will you tell me your real name?
The fuck they got to do with anything?
What?
You paying?
What?
You got 6 figures to know that information?
What? What the fuck does that got to do with me?
Nah, Happy Friday. We ain't doing no Happy 4th. Fuck America. Them bitches ain't got nothing going for y'all right now, so ain't no happy nothing. Eat your food and
Trey, you didn't have to use the heavy M, sir. My cousin is a mutant. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Who said that? I'm tired of you, Quincy.
like, bro. If you got something you want to say, Bellamy, about Ironheart, you can. That's cool. But I'm like, Trey, not his real name.
Who said? Bruh. Some of y'all, I know some of y'all ain't been here that long because that's crazy.
I'm sorry, that made me laugh. I'm sorry. Trey, not his real name. I'm sorry. Somebody just had their mind blown. Wait a minute. Trey, not his real name. That motherfucker typed that shit fast. I know they fingers were moving on the. It's like, goddamn. Like, listen, I'm gonna say this. I know I changed as a person, right? Because as a kid, I was with Professor X all day, every day. But as I got older and life started hitting me and whooping my ass, I understood and I understand Magneto. I do. Like you can't, like episode 5 of X-Men 97. You came to my fucking home and start killing my people, and you don't think I'm finna crash the fuck out on y'all? They will be avenged, bro. I'm finna kill you motherfuckers. Like, what are you doing? I understand. I get how Xavier feels like, oh, okay, yeah, let's not kill them. We can show them a better way. Can we? Can we? Because you've been doing this for decades and they still haven't gotten it. Just like there are bad humans, there are bad mutants. And I want to say that, like, is Magneto that bad because people keep killing mutants? I can wipe y'all out in a moment's notice. Like, I can take all you motherfuckers out. But I show restraint.
I haven't seen no X-Men casting rumors.
Steve Rogers always racist towards mutants, and oh yeah, that shit is horrible.
But how when you got a serum shot up in your ass to make you the way you are? So the only difference is instead of them having the gene, you got a scientist shot your ass.
That's the shit. That's the craziest shit to me. He'll take a spoon from a black man and eat after him and everything. He'll do that shit no problem. Stick up for black, all this, but when it comes, I be like, I see it. I see what they're doing. Even like they're showing you that even Steve Rogers has flaws, and I like that. But it's like fuck Cap, like.
But that's just like people you have that'll be friends with one race and then racist towards the other ones. Like I'm not
exactly.
Racist. I'm not racist, but I don't like this.
And that's the thing. That's what they were trying to convey. Like. This is a black man.
It's giving being Hispanic and voting for Trump. Like that made sense. Some shit like that.
I don't know if you read the run of Cool Wild Night. I can see that. Like you get tired of motherfuckers doing all this bad shit to you and just want to leave.
Him being decent at X-Men 97, that's just because they wrote it that way. That don't mean nothing really. I mean,
well, yeah, that's X-Men. Listen, I'm cool, whatever. Like, I just need like certain. I need a dope ass Cyclops. Cause after X-Men 97, that I'm like, bro,
the main ones gotta be on point.
Like, let me tell you something. X-Men 97, Cyclops is the standard. That's the standard. I was like, yo. For me, it was X-Men Evolution. That was the one for me for a while. Then, now, X-Men 97, hands down. That Scott was like, I'm like, yo, who is this? I didn't even recognize that dude. People were telling me Scott was cold and cool. I was like, I ain't see it. I was wrong.
I only knew cheating crash out, Scott.
Like, I was wrong. Out like that's why I say you got to get somebody in that room who loves these characters. It wasn't the fucking Wolverine show, which I fucking loved about X-Men 97. This is why I'm like, I still need to know why old boy was fired, because I guarantee after season 2, X-Men 97 go plummet, y'all, because you go have people that don't love it like he loved it. He was an X-Men fanatic. You understand me?
And that's the crazy part, though, because a mutant can't help being born like that. Like, they were born like that. A mutate, like, it was an accident, a happy accident, depending on the situation. But you mad at me for some shit in my DNA is crazy.
Yeah, people need to understand the difference between mutant and human mutate. Spider-Man, why he might, like, sympathize with mutants and understand them, he's a human mutate, meaning he was born human, but had an accident happen that mutated his DNA. Hence the radioactive spider biting him. Miles Morales, human mutate. You know what I'm saying? Who else I can call? I think what's the motherfucking name? I can't even. His name right there. Fucking blind motherfucker. Daredevil. I couldn't think of his fucking name. Fantastic Four. Yeah, human mutate.
Blue Marvel, Luke Cage, Silk. Mr. Fantastic.
Yo,
and,
I ain't gonna lie.
Fantastic Four.
Yo, listen to me. If we get Silk in this next trilogy, it's gonna be a problem. I need that controversy.
I need to see how they consider him a mutate.
Who?
Hank
who?
McCoy.
Fuck no. That's wrong as fuck. Fuck no. He's a mutant.
But what is his origin story? Because they have different stories of him. Because, like, remember in one of the movies, yes, he was like, he could turn, but it's like, remember he did something to himself to make it so, like,
he enhanced his stuff with Mystique.
So I wonder if that's like what they consider.
But no.
See, in the comics, okay, they're saying he was exposed to massive amounts of radiation during an accident. So was he born like that, or was it an accident? They say his father worked at the nuclear plant, and he was exposed to radiation during an accident, and he was completely unharmed, but the radiation affected his genes.
The blue was an accident. He still had beast-like characteristics.
Okay, this is daddy.
He still. Thank you, Adamantium. He had the blue was the accident, but like he still had the beast-like properties. It's just the blue, just Thank you for helping me with that.
So Red Hulk and She-Hulk and Hulk, they're mutates.
Yes. The Banner gets his power from the one below all.
Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Electro.
I don't know what the fuck Wanda is anymore, bro. Wave. If I'm being fucking honest, Wanda is a Nexus being, and like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like she's a fucking mutant. Sometimes she's not. I don't fucking know with that one. Like now that one, I'd be like, Wanda is Wanda. She the Scarlet Witch, as far as I know.
Oh, I didn't know Mantis was a mutated Earthling.
Now I don't know what Miss Marvel is, because sometimes she's Inhuman.
They don't have her on this list. I don't know. But
Like,
these are just some examples. I didn't know that Mantis was a mutate though. Like I just thought she was considered like an alien.
Oh, Mantis. Okay. I'm like, who the fuck is Mantis? Exactly. Wanda is whatever she wanna fucking be. It's like Donovan. It's confusing because Wanda is a Nexus being. It's like you just don't know with her. They changed so much shit.
Hey Julio.
To fit what they want to do, so I just be like, okay, like I know
I
certain
think
ones
gonna
for sure.
consider her a mutant in the MCU because they played that X-Men music when they did her show. Remember that when they played the X-Men little theme at the end.
Oh, you mean Kamala?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they might consider her a mutant. Yeah, because they did play her song. What is Inhuman? I vaguely remember watching a show called Inhumans. Yeah, I'm not big on the humans. Wanda is a Quincy.
Now you need your ass beat. So in humans, not them being Kree slave warriors. Inhumans are a race of altered human beings that are the results of experiments on themselves or their ancestors by the Kree. So basically, the Kree kidnapped humans and altered them and did all that. But it says as a result, humans with the genetic Kree DNA become inhumans when they undergo teragenesis.
Yes.
Granting them superhuman abilities.
Like I can't answer that, Mike. Being honest, I can't answer it. With Wanda, that's a possibility, but I don't know. I remember learning about Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Love me some Quake. I do feel like when the reset happens after Secret Wars, everything will be perfect. But because I feel like mutants will be I feel like everybody that we ever wanted will be in our universe, even if we don't know they're in our universe.
Why Marvel like this? Why is John F. Kennedy a Nexus being on Earth 9007?
That makes sense.
Why would that make sense? The fucking president?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he was a mutant in some
Abraham Lincoln. Okay. Queen Elizabeth. So Jean Grey of Earth 9250.
What about
Franklin Richards. I'm naming Nexus beings.
Oh.
Franklin Richards of Earth 772. Kang of Earth 6311. Merlin? I don't know who that is. Leonard Tippett.
Merlin, the magician.
Who the fuck is Leonard Tippett?
Is Mephisto like the Sakuna of the MCU?
So I guess you can be, but I guess once you're a Nexus being, whatever you were before don't matter. Because whoever this Leonard dude is, he was a human mutate, but he had his destiny for his prematurely awakened by the Watcher.
Thank you for becoming a realist, DeHaven. Appreciate it.
I don't know if that be. I don't think that be the YouTube thing. I just think that be like if somebody follow while you streaming because it's from Stream Elements. So I don't know.
Okay, it's Toby and Andrew cooked. I thought there was not supposed to be Multiverse after Secret Wars. There's not. I mean, that could be, but it's just like, you know, like this is what I think is gonna happen.
Jesus and Santa Claus are mutants in Marvel.
Like, this is what I feel like is gonna happen in Secret Wars. I feel like they're gonna be at their wits' end, right? I feel like in Doomsday, this is what's gonna happen. I feel like we're gonna get one Kang, and he's gonna go to Secret War. He's gonna go to Battle World, right? I feel like at the end of the day, Kang is gonna kill fucking Doom. It's gonna be a reversed effect. I feel like Kang is gonna kill Doom. Because you killed all my variants. Some kind of way he's killed all the variants of Kang that we not go see, right? Because Doom looking for power. He go do what he need to do to get this power that he need from the Beyond and all this, what's the motherfucking name? Molecule Man and all this shit. Then he's going to create battle worlds from his favorite places on different Earths to create battle world, right? You know, y'all know we gonna get battle world.
So I have a question. Some of these characters that we finna get, are they of importance to this battle? Because like you finna get a show like Wonder Man. Is he gonna do? I'm like,
I don't fucking know. Kang do that, and I'm Team DC. But like this is what I be trying to say to y'all. Initially, Doom was supposed to kill Kang, and I was perfectly fine with Doom killing Kang. But now I'm telling y'all, this is why I be saying y'all be holding yourself wanting this shit. But no, you gonna take responsibility for this shit, because guess what? Jonathan Majors is coming back, y'all. He coming back. You don't give somebody a contract and then void that contract because you're not gonna want to pay them, especially when they
I don't think he
guilty.
was blind. Was he blind? Ooh. I knew the dude. Okay, so 120 from Squid Game, the transgender lady,
okay,
was in the Glory.
Yeah, I know,
but I don't think he was blind, right? Like, did something happen to him? He went blind. Cause he said the blind guy. I'm like, I know he's in the Glory, but I don't remember him being blind.
Maybe at the end,
maybe something so happened. Maybe he got fucked up at the end, but
colorblind. Oh, okay. You said.
Oh, I was like, cause you just said blind. I was like, hold on now. But yeah, I knew that. I know that dude. He's in Queen of Tears too, cause I want to watch that. That's how you know motherfuckers can act. When you cry for their ass in one anime, one K-drama, and the next one you be hating they good. It's cause that I couldn't stand that motherfucker in the Glory. And people say in Queen of Tears they can't stand him either.
Working. Like,
and he did both of them at the same time.
So from show to show, you like them, you hate them. You like them, you hate them. That's good acting.
Cause like
that's what you call good
when
acting.
When he shot his scene on Squid Game, he had to leave Squid Game and go on the set for Queen of Tears to finish that. He said, I was tired.
They had to take a break. I'm kind of disappointed with Riri, bro. Like,
what was she thinking? She was thinking about her friend, obviously.
She wasn't thinking with her head, bro. She was thinking with her heart.
I thought we would have got her with the name too. They didn't really mention her name at all.
Ooh.
Like, they never called her Ironheart in the show. Like, they had that little wrench that fell on her shit called Ironhead. And then they mentioned her heart at some point, but they never actually coined the name Ironheart in the show. As an Iron Man fanboy watching Ironheart, I didn't think of him at all while watching.
Can I ask y'all a question? What do y'all consider? And like this, like, cause I'm tired of the fucking the Iron Man fanboys. What do y'all consider scraps? Like, can we be fucking for real? That people were saying Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
Oh,
hear me. The arc reactor with a box of scraps.
But
fucking missiles cost millions of dollars.
So they call the missile scraps?
They go by what Obadiah said. What fucking missile is a scrap? It's not blown up. These missiles was fucking put together. These were all, remember when Tony escaped, it was boxes of missiles and all this Stark tech out here, right? So what fucking scrap did he use to make the arc reactor? These were fucking $1 million missiles. So tell me what scraps he was using to make the arc reactor. What scraps, bitch?
But they weren't scraps.
They were, exactly. That's my point.
Let me tell you the irony in that statement. Did they not take all the shit that he had accumulated that wasn't scraps and make him into that being that he is to now?
He had help in that, exactly. He had help. He had motherfuckers moving around him. What box of scraps did he use? He had fucking missiles in this bitch. Missiles. His own tech that he had. Hey, I need this palladium out of all these to make this arc reactor. We need to break these missiles. These missiles down.
All y'all don't stay in like cities.
Let's do this.
Y'all ever seen Yellow Watermelon?
Okay, Google. How much does a missile cost? Bitch, a missile can cost anywhere from what a standard missile 3 can cost up from $9.7 million to $27.9 million. What scraps, bitch?
That's why the war budget in the trillions.
Like, what? Can we stop with that fake ass narrative? Can we stop that shit? That's fake as fuck.
And it was his tech.
Tony Stark
it was
able to build it. I don't give a fuck what some dude said. It wasn't a box of scraps. He had fucking missiles.
But you could still take the greatest minds and put them in an actual lab with all that stuff, and they still couldn't do that. It's about the person. It ain't about necessarily what.
That's what you need to. That's what y'all need to take away from it. And that's what the guy said. I'm not Tony Stark. He knew his limits. Tony could do that. Yeah, sure. You give Riri that same stuff, she could do that. Yes.
Right, but some of y'all favorites couldn't do that though. As smart as they are.
I'll say Reed could do that. Shuri could do that. Those are the people that can do that shit. That once in a generation mind. Think of it like fucking.
And that's not to take away what Iron Man can do. It's just showing you that y'all can't negate what she can do either.
Exactly. You can't negate what this young lady can do because, like, she had fucking scraps. If, like, you give her fucking the billions of dollars that Tony has, she could build a suit just like that. Look what she did when she had the fucking vibranium and the money from Wakanda. She built a fucking suit because she had the resources to. They showed you this shit, but you want to negate that shit. You can't do that. You can't pick and choose what genius you accept. Like, you take Tony's shit away. Even Tony in Iron Man 3 wasn't using his best equipment. He was using nail guns and shit. Come on, bro. You didn't have a backup suit somewhere, backup pieces, nothing. You Tony Stark. I'll just be trying to get y'all to think. Hold up, what? Like, I get it.
If DC characters were in Marvel, who would be a mutant and who would be a mutate? Child, I don't know.
I haven't watched Divorced Sisters yet. I haven't even finished season 8 of Sisters, and season 9 finna come out in a few days. So I'm behind. I'm way behind.
But why y'all keep saying somebody? See, this is why I don't like some of y'all. Y'all keep talking about the next Iron Man. That's not what she is. She's her own character. Just because somebody pull up in an iron suit don't mean the Iron Man. Do y'all consider War Machine Iron Man? Do y'all consider Pepper Iron Man? No. So shut the fuck up. Y'all the people that makes it like unbearable to be able to have good content. Cause y'all go out there and spread all that stupidity and them motherfucking studios listen to y'all dumbasses. It be the same motherfucker every week with this stupid shit. Harley should have been the next Iron Man. Who the fuck is Harley?
Y'all, I want y'all to think about what you're saying. They cried saying Riri built her suit in a day or so, but Tony did his in 3 months. Hear me. Tony was the first one to build his suit, right? So it would take him longer. Hear me out. It took Minato, the Hokage, years to learn how to do the Rasengan. It only took Naruto a few days because he knew what he was doing. He saw it. He had the blueprint for it.
But let's keep it on the Marvel level. Look how long it took Hulk to manage his situation versus She-Hulk, because he had already improved himself before she got the blood in her, right?
Right.
Same difference. It took him longer because he was the first. Like, I don't know why y'all be like, but the motherfucker that was like Harley should have been Iron Man. She's not the next Iron Man, and that's what y'all can't get out of y'all head.
Harley.
That's what somebody said. That's why I said, who is Harley?
Oh, the boy from Iron Man 3.
But who's trying to be the next Iron Man? That's not what she is. That's why I said, do y'all consider War Machine the next Iron Man because he got an iron suit? That's not what they're trying to be. Just because somebody put on a lump of iron and fly around don't mean they're the next Iron Man. That's not what she's trying to be. And it wasn't even her intention to be Ironheart. She was trying to develop something that could rescue people when they needed help faster than ambulances and shit could in the show.
Nah. But see, you know why Harley can't be his variant? One.
You
One.
Read this. When they ever said that?
I don't know.
Child, that movie could have still came out and that man was still not fit to be the next Iron Man. That's stupid as hell to say.
Harley can't be one of his variants because Kane is okay. Not Kane. He Who Remains is from 616. He Who Remains is from 616 from Loki's timeline. His Earth. Right? So, or at least that's the way it feels. Because he said he protected the sacred timeline.
Hey,
which means, why would you protect this timeline and not others if you're not from this area? That's what I deduce from it. You would protect your timeline, right?
Cameron, thank you for the don't know.
Kang from Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, was going to take what's her name? Fucking Janet back home to 616, and he wasn't going to attack it because of her. But because he fucked over her, because she fucked over him, he was gonna destroy it. By the comments, so what?
But like, that's ingenuity. If I'm a fan of somebody and they create something like ingenious and I'm smart enough to replicate that and make it better, why wouldn't I do that? Just because I'm doing that don't mean I'm replacing the person that I admire. I just took something and made it better. Which most people that create stuff, if they actually care about people, they want somebody to take it and make it better. That's how you get technology. That's how you get better stuff. That's why y'all stuck in that American mindset. Motherfucking Chinese people over there building shit that Americans would never be able to create in this lifetime. Because they ain't focused on putting all their money into war. But you got motherfuckers over here that won't even do for they homeless. And then y'all wonder why we 50 to 100 years behind everybody.
How is it better? It was wind and solar powered. It was wind and solar powered. So basically you're not running out of energy. Somebody... Like, it's wind
and she was doing that without money. That's the crazy part that y'all be pissing me off with. Imagine if she had Tony money. What she can make.
Or Wakanda money.
And that's what y'all don't like.
I know. Wait, what?
Imagine him trying to make that shit without the money his daddy had left for him. Without the silver spoon. Imagine him trying to do that.
Ain't nobody down playing Thomas Edison.
Question. Do y'all think Tony Stark would be who he was without Howard? It's like y'all don't think about shit like that. That man only like that because of the shit his daddy did before him. His daddy left the money and the mindset. He saw his daddy building all that shit And then he initially went into warheads and all that shit too. And then he switched. But he wouldn't be the person he was without his dad. Just like Riri wouldn't be the gearhead she is without her stepdaddy.
Iron Man fought Thanos and got his ass whooped.
People have to plant those seeds.
And got his ass whooped.
Y'all thought two dummies was gonna make Tony Stark? Not saying his mama was a dummy, but they never said what she did. But y'all thought two dummies made Tony Stark? Howard out here helping motherfuckers make shields, and didn't he help him with the particles? Did he help him with that? Or did they just do that for the movie when they was mentioning that shit?
I don't know. He tried to take them and do something with them, but Hank wasn't with that
It's
shit.
like y'all just feel like motherfuckers wake up one day and just, oh, let me build this with no money, no nothing. It is impressive that girl lived in the Chicago ghetto and was able to make that damn suit without no money. And y'all don't want to give her props for that. I was not coming for Tony Mama. I just said I don't know what she did.
I also think people.
It's the same nigga, bro. I swear to God. Does she have that suit though? Since you want to make that comment, smart ass. Does she have her vibranium suit? Or do she got a suit that's made out of a car? Or do she have scraps that was like pulled from out of nowhere? Does she have a vibranium suit in the show? Did you even watch it?
If Tony, Ironheart's Mark II suit was vibranium. If Tony had the privilege to go to Wakanda, maybe she wouldn't be. What?
Make that make sense.
What are you talking about?
And then that's a Mark II suit because of Wakanda's helped make it. But at the end of the day, she still made a suit by herself. The suit she made at MIT, no vibranium. The suit she made for the last 3 episodes, no vibranium. So what are you talking about? The suit that he talking about, that solar and wind power, was not vibranium. Y'all just take one scrap of evidence and try to argue it and make y'all stuff look stupid as fuck.
What? Okay, one, that sentence doesn't make sense. Iron Man is simply cooler than, not more cooler.
Why bring up a suit from Wakanda like she wasn't already building her own suit before they even found her? Didn't the shit she built start the war in Wakanda in the first place?
No, it was something, vibranium detector. She built a vibranium detector.
Interesting. Building something, you've never been to Wakanda. And you build something that can detect vibranium.
Which nobody in the world
with nobody help. Y'all don't talk about none of that shit, but y'all want to keep comparing shit like Tony. Did Tony do that? Since he needed vibranium so bad to have a better suit, why he ain't do that? Why he ain't build something that can detect better metals than the metals he had if he wanted to be better?
Because Tony Stark always learns from his mistakes.
But the gag is, the way the world is supposed to work is if my old ass creates something today, I expect the next generation that's smarter to take that and build something better. Why y'all think Tony did all them grants to them people at MIT? Why you think he gave all that money away? Because he knew that the next big thing would come from somebody in that room or somebody at their school. If he didn't believe in somebody making something better than him, why even invest money in it? But y'all ain't gonna never have shit, so you wouldn't know that. Like, let's be fucking for real. Since y'all want to go there. Why would he invest everybody in the room, all your projects, they funded? Why?
Howard Stark did not detect Steve in the middle of the ocean. He found the Tesseract. He didn't find Steve. He did not find Steve. He was dead.
Had that little boy that y'all talking about should have been Iron Man 2, sat in the garage and made a suit the same way Riri did, y'all won't have nothing to say. Because he's a white boy.
And he didn't. He was
around Tony.
And still didn't build a suit.
If he had did that, if he had literally sat in the garage, made a suit, and was out there flying, y'all would eat that shit up. No question. Because he's what? A white boy. Like, y'all would eat that fucking... Y'all will eat that shit up. And it'll be the same. Y'all can take that same storyline they gave her and put a white boy in the fucking main character and y'all wouldn't have nothing to say. Just be fucking for real.
I'm so happy that they
And he
got
could have
Iron
said
Man
the
2.
same shit. Did the same shit, everything the exact way. Y'all wouldn't have nothing to say. And that's why I don't listen to your beat. That's why I don't some of y'all. That's why I don't listen to some of y'all.
If he written right, no. If he
wasn't
he
written
could have
right,
been mediocre as fuck.
You could have took the same story and put that boy in there. Y'all would have been like, that's my Iron Man. That's what y'all would have been saying.
Mediocre.
That's my Iron Man.
He could have been.
Don't
mediocre.
hit me with that shit.
Stepdad, everything. Stepdad and everything. He could have been mediocre as fuck. Cause remember, his dad left, so his mama could have got married and his stepdad, know what I'm saying, all that died over all those years. Remember, his dad left, hit the lotto or something, and just disappeared. So now, yeah, he could have had a stepdad too.
I'm gonna tell y'all how much y'all dislike Riri because she's a black female. Tony Stark himself could have still been alive, walked in that girl garage, and been like, "Oh shit, you did this better than me," and y'all still would have had a problem with it. You did something I could never do. Had he been around for Wakanda forever, and he would have been like, "You made a vibranium detector? I never would have been able to do that." And it could have came out the horse's mouth, and y'all still would have had a problem.
They still had a problem because I'm gonna prove it. I'm sorry, I'm getting with joy. Bruce Banner said they didn't even think of it when Shuri saw it one time. It's like, why didn't you do this
with Vision?
With Vision, why didn't you do this?
They was ready to get him up out of here.
Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. Now, tell me what if you two didn't think about it, but this young black girl did in the matter of moments, because we didn't think Tony Stark didn't think of something. Damn, that's crazy.
It's never that deep, but people make it that deep because they're racist, they're homophobic, they're misogynist, but they don't want to use those terms. They want to use woke so that they don't look like bad people when you actually are.
You guys gonna watch Eyes of Wakanda? Yeah, I'm gonna check it out.
Ain't number 4 episodes. And it's animated, so they probably 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's even better. Oh, a girl in Wakanda where their resources are way more, by the way. Yeah. She was born into wealth. Like Tony. But, see, that's the thing about Wakanda. Everybody has use of that technology. Everybody. No matter what your social status is, everybody in Wakanda has access to that stuff. Not just the princess. Everybody in Wakanda, no matter if you stand in a hut or wherever you stand, has access to that technology. So everybody can help Wakanda. Everybody can benefit. That's the difference.
But this is what y'all try to argue, though. Vibranium is a metal. It's a resource that made them have better resources. But what they gotta do with her brain power, though? You could be from Wakanda and still not be smart enough to figure that out. If you're not that smart. Like, yes, they may have better education, but her figuring it out over Tony and Bruce don't have nothing to do with the fact that they weren't raised in Wakanda. Like, like, you can, if somebody sat and laid out everything that you needed to build an iron suit, could you do it just because the materials were there?
I don't know. My life depends. I'm good.
Like, you need more than resources to be able to build some of this shit. Like, you need more than that. What's up, South Central? Vibranium is supposed to be better than adamantium, so I thought. But I think in this continuity of Marvel, they're trying to make it like adamantium is going to be better. So I don't know. And I feel like they only doing it as a whitewash type of situation because we found some shit that the Wakandas ain't got and we can actually use it, so we going to say it's better.
Yeah.
I just feel like the world is so... This is why I feel like America is doomed. The world is so... America is so cut off from other countries, they don't even know it. It's like, if this person or this thing doesn't fit your box, it don't supposed to work like that. It's so many black people that are in tech or that smart, or that do all this stuff, but because you're not used to seeing it, it's like y'all only feel like Asian people are supposed to be smart, or you only feel like white people are supposed to have money, and then you see this black person that's smart and got money, and then you looking crazy. That can't be possible. Like, get outside your bubble. This why they only show certain shit on TV, and why you only see certain shit on the news. TikTok opened my eyes for real. Cause when you start seeing other countries and how they living, and it ain't nothing like motherfuckers told you it was in America, eyes opened.
Stay woke. The American dream is a fucking lie. You'll realize it one day.
Y'all literally on the verge of being in a dictatorship. Like, this man is really turning into Hitler, and nobody give a fuck because y'all so consumed with Marvel in DC and this girl that can make an iron suit. But when ICE come knocking at your door without a warrant and bust in and detain one of y'all, what y'all gonna do?
Oh my.
Do y'all even know what's finna happen to America right now? Do y'all even know the concentration camp that was just built in Florida? Then when people start dying, you gonna feel like you good because it ain't true. But then when they run out of that other color, who you think they gonna put in there next? This why I be like, this movie show and TV show, it's supposed to be fun. It ain't that fucking deep. It's like real world shit going on. And y'all just be like, you know what I'm saying, worried about a fucking TV show. Keep worried about that shit. That might be the last show you ever watch. Can we talk about Zelma? Zelma was goated. I like her character. We said that earlier when we first started talking about it. Like, we wonder where she gonna fit in later, or if they gonna do something later with her. Alligator Alcatraz, that's the name of it. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. Do y'all think Rio will come for Nat since she's not supposed to be alive? Who's to say? It's magic. They show her in Agatha. She's supposed to be death. I don't know though, cause like her being death, if she know Mephisto and that he do whole shit, like maybe she can't interfere and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's talk about the Bear real quick. If anybody want to talk about the Bear, if y'all watched it, did y'all watch season 4? Do y'all even watch the Bear at all? Some of y'all probably don't even watch that because the Bear is very chaotic, but I love it. But did anybody watch that? I would love that tech, but you already know how this gonna go. They're gonna have something to say about that too. She says Zelma was incredible. I want a sorcery show with Zelma exploring new magic in Chicago, like the Chilling Tales of Sabrina but black. Black female character in Marvel. You already know.
No, I already said what she is.
No, they're saying they would like a show like that, and I'm just saying we already know how that's gonna go if they were to do that.
I just feel like she gonna be in Doctor Strange 3 some kind of way.
They should use her in Doctor Strange 3, and if Doctor Strange not gonna be Doctor Strange anymore, to introduce the dude that you was talking about. Jericho. Since he's supposed to be the new Source Supreme, that could be, like...
I thought they were gonna introduce him in the second one because I felt like...
You at the wedding episode of The Bear? You had to pause and too much was going on. That shit was amazing. That shit was amazing, bro.
Yo, we're finished with The Bear. If you're not finished, you might want to leave.
It probably ain't nobody even watching to talk about it like that, but... Yeah, that last episode was tough. And then them bitches was, Trey was like, them motherfuckers been in one spot the whole episode.
Shit was amazing. That's what you call direction. Like, when you, like, as me, as somebody that watch TV, a lot of fucking TV, I know I have over 50,000 hours in just watching TV in my life. Bro, when I tell you, for you to be in one area,
baby, pretty melanin. That dinner scene from last season was ignorant. But yes, if y'all didn't know, season 4 is out. It came out like last week or the week before. I think it came out last week with Ironheart. All that shit came out the same week. Ironheart, The Bear was the next day, and then Squid Game.
Man, it was a rough week, but we got that.
We got that shit done.
All that shit is up on Patreon.
Got it done. Full reactions. Y'all get in where you fit in. The full reactions of The Bear, Ironheart, and Squid Game is up. Plus all the anime we've been watching this summer.
Still getting it done.
Y'all get over there. It's worth it, I'm telling you. I can see why they get nominated for so many Emmys. Like them scenes be so raw and so wild, and all of them be acting, bruh. I seen a piece of a trailer for a new show, and the boy who played what's his name, the black one that do the pastries,
Marcus.
he's in that. Like I'm already seeing him go to like other stuff already. Yeah, they dropped all the bear at one time.
Well, this time they did. I'm about
They
last
always
year.
do that. It's Hulu. They don't come out week to week. They always drop the bear at one time. Like you gotta remember when we watched the bear, like it was already out. Like
No, I mean like initially when the show was first coming out, I don't remember. I don't think they did that.
as far as I knew, it's always came out at one time to be bingeable because it's only 10 episodes.
I guess so. I don't know.
What is good about the bear? Honestly, is it a comedy or what? I know it's about a chef's kitchen. Man, that shit about life. That's all I can say. Cause like
That's all
that
you
shit
can
be so
say.
real, and the
That's
shit. I
all.
love how the characters they start out one way in season one. I feel like you go through shit that people go through in life. Like you go through depression, motherfuckers be in meetings. You got crazy ass families, motherfuckers commit suicide. Like you go through all this stuff. It's like real shit, and you see how those characters deal with that, all while still having to work and go through like regular shit in life. I don't know, like it has its funny moments, but it gets real serious too.
It's 38 episodes total. So if you want to go check it out, I recommend it.
Like it's ignorant, but I love it. Like them scenes are crazy.
Like it's the most chaotic show I've ever fucking watched.
Child, Dog and Riri all chat and then asking me that I get tickets to Superman. Why would I even give you that information?
Like,
does it matter? You already got your opinion that it's probably gonna be the greatest thing moving just because it's Superman, so it's whatever.
I hope they break out.
It's listed as a comedy, but it's a drama. It's definitely a drama, but it's funny. I think Neil is my favorite character.
Okay, it's a comedy, drama, psychological drama.
What?
That's how that shit is listed.
What?
That's how that shit is. A comedy, drama, psychological drama. Like that shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you, The Bear, it has its moments where it's just fun, but a lot of those scenes, if you don't, it's like it's
I
so
feel
much
that.
that you be like, fuck.
Sam said it perfectly. He said that Bear is the first show for me where I didn't realize one scene was the whole episode until the credits popped up. That's how you feel sometimes.
Yep.
Cause it's not a long show. The episode I know the last couple of seasons they have one episode that be like an hour. The rest of them be like 20 to 30 minutes. That shit go by so fast with all that damn chaos. You be like, damn, it's done?
And then when you realize that you got the long episodes, you like, hold on, bitch. I've been watching this. Like, the longest episode is 70 minutes.
I agree, Bellamy. Now, I will tell you, depending on where you at in your life, some of them scenes will be hard to watch.
Yeah.
But I like that, though. Like, I like to see how they deal with it. Whoever wrote that show been through some shit. Or either they just a hella good writer. Because that shit hit so hard. Favorite character growth for me is Cousin. And my favorite funny character is Neil.
Richie.
Yes, Neil is hilarious.
Oh, okay, Neil.
The facts. And they be having some hitters in their acting. That's the shit that had me tripping out when we started watching. The pop-ups, we like, who the brother? Who the mama? Who the, like all the crazy,
who is fancy fucking fat? I'm like, yo.
Like the cameo. Whoever ain't seen season 4 yet, when y'all find out who Francine Fact is, y'all gonna be like, the fuck? And when you find out why they beefing, you gonna be like, the fuck? That shit is crazy, bro.
It's a lot of shit going on.
Carmi had good growth too, but I like Cousin growth more. Carmi wasn't always like, you could tell he was trying to get somewhere, he just didn't know how. But like, Cousin did a 180. I feel like, because I could not stand that motherfucker season 1. Him nor Tina. Tina too. I couldn't stand that motherfucking ass neither. I don't think season 1 I like nobody but Sydney. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I only like Sydney. I don't know if they showed Suge like that season 1.
I don't remember.
If she was in season 1, I kind of fuck with her too. The sister, Natalie.
Yeah, because she... I think she said in season 2, we don't fuck with Marcus.
That wasn't last season. That was last season.
That was last season?
That was 3 because of the shit that was going on and they had to make cuts.
That was season 3?
That was last season because they just got their shit together. That was like the beginning of season 3, I think.
Bro, goddamn.
I think. But like, it's good though.
When did we start watching it?
I haven't seen the new Jurassic Park to have thoughts on it. Like,
when did we start watching it? Season 2? Was season 2 out?
I feel like we started watching the season 3. We didn't have to wait for season 3 to come out. That was last summer. All you have to do is go look and see where you posted it on my Patreon. Let me see. Damn, do it not show the date?
No.
$2023. So maybe we did. I don't know.
So we started watching this in 2023.
That's when it went up. You normally post them when we watch.
So that was before season 2 came out. I wish I had the date. I wish I had the fucking date.
I don't know. I mean,
Hold on. Go back to us. Yeah, it was definitely 2023. Cause we here.
Oh yeah. So it probably was when season 2 did come out then. Cause didn't it come out that summer? They come out in June.
Yeah,
or
it
July.
came out So
yeah, I thought we watched it on season 3. So
we watched season 1, and then we watched season 2. Then we waited on season 3. That's crazy.
Let me see something. Yeah, we watched 1 and 2 back to back, and then waited for the next year for 3.
It don't seem like we've been watching it. You know what I'm saying? I thought we watched season 1, 2, and 3 like.
Hey Raven. Hey Classy. I hear people saying that the new Jurassic Park movie is good. I just don't know if I'm gonna go see it because we already got to see Superman and then we got to see Fantastic Four. So there's 2 movies already for this month. Jurassic Park will be something I'll probably wait to come on digital and like watch it with Twitch or something like that. If I'm the only one that's gonna watch it, I'll just normally wait. Child, I heard that shit and I'm like, ain't nobody got fucking time.
What? That
Brian's supposed to come back in the last Fast and Furious. You heard that? That's what Vin Diesel told everybody. Brian O'Connor will return in the last Fast and Furious. So y'all about to use his AI? Damn. That man is dead. Let that man fucking rest in peace, bitch. That's crazy. Y'all already only got 1 left. It don't matter how well it does. Why would y'all try to bring him back? So y'all can get one of his brothers and CGI over his face just for the shoot a movie? How is he gonna come back?
Because he's family.
Man, get that shit up out of here, bro. I'm about to cut the stream off. Finna cut the stream off, bro.
Because he's family.
No, season 4 is not the last season of The Bear. They already got renewed for season 5.
You already got renewed?
Yep.
Well, get to filming that shit.
Soon as it aired, it only had been out a couple days and they had already renewed it. Because people gonna watch that shit.
Hey, yo, I ain't gonna lie.
We kind of figured that, though, that would be a sweet way to part off. Yeah, it would have been a sweet way to part off if they had fucking did that shit, I'm about to say season 7, movie 7, and left it be, but y'all keep doing movies and then y'all want to bring back somebody that ain't here no more.
In June 2025, Diesel stated the film was again delayed now until April 2027 and that the character Brian O'Connor will return.
2027? How big of a gap is that? Because when the last one came out?
I don't know. Hold on. He also claimed the film will go back to the roots of the franchise. And then
so y'all done did
return to the franchise street racing element.
So y'all done did everything under the sun till now you got to go back to movie 1.
It came out in 2023.
So 3 years for a Fast and Furious movie and y'all ain't even doing no stunts. Y'all just gonna be on the road.
3 years?
Or is that 4?
That's 5.
When you said it came out?
No, that's 4. 2023, my bad.
And he's talking about 2027. So 4 years for a movie that's gonna have a dead man in it and y'all back to street racing. Okay. So we not going to the moon, the sun, Pluto. We just straight on the streets. No heist, no ignorance. Like, why is we waiting 4 years to do that?
Because of family.
Man, that's gonna be a reboot watch. They finna get their money again. They gonna do that. We back to street racing. They gonna be like, they gonna have some young bitch come in at the end. That's gonna be like, can you teach me how to race cars? And they about to start the franchise over. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Cause you family.
The first movie. What you say? The first movie they hijacked a moving train, so it'll be stunts. I'm
gonna tell you when the shit got ridiculous. Okay, like the plane shit was kind of crazy in 6, The long ass airstrip. Everybody was like, yo, this is the longest airstrip ever. Okay, cool, right? That was ridiculous. But you could like, okay, whatever. You'll let it go. 7. The jumping through the buildings. Believable. A little ridiculous, but believable. When we got past 7, I was just like, no.
Shooting the shit up enough to go to like outer space was crazy.
When we going to outer space, well, like even, hey, I will give you.
Michael Bay is directing new Transformers movies. Oh no, somebody gonna be hurt. That man crazy. Final Destination 6 made more money than any movie in the franchise. They rebooting that shit. I have an issue with them because I watched that with my kids last night. I feel like they should have made the movie more full. I appreciate the connecting of the dots to how we got here. They didn't connect enough. It was like, I can appreciate it like being like the other movies, but its own thing. Some of the shit they did didn't make sense to me. And I'm trying to figure out the fuck do you mean? And I don't want to spoil in case ain't nobody watched it, but do they got a trailer for the Odyssey already?
Oh shit! So
did I see the courtroom baby oil dancing for?
Oh baby? Yeah, so yeah, Final Destination made the money they need. Bloodlines did.
It is a scene out of Boondocks. Don't get me wrong. As a Final Destination movie, the movie was amazing because now I have new phobias. But when I was saying like like every movie should connect to that one, since it's the last one, they didn't do that. Like it wasn't thorough. Like they didn't go over the shit that you would think. Cause y'all remember in the trailer how like the old lady, what's her name that used to be in Stargirl? Like, you know, she was like the young version of the lady. And then she got older and they came and asked her questions and she had that book with all that shit in it that like should have explained every single movie. They didn't even touch on that shit, bitch. Like y'all didn't even go through the pages like that. Like I was like, the fuck? Like I literally thought they were gonna. Okay, so let me explain this to you. In a
reading
way,
this
about
what you're complaining about,
cause it's the last one. Like y'all had to tie that shit back up. It's not. That don't make sense though.
By reading this, you'll be like, "Oh."
Let me read it because I watched the movie.
Read it. That makes sense. Reading that makes sense.
If it's somewhere else and don't have nothing to do with that, I get it. But if it has something to do with the first 6 movies, like the first 5 movies, it can't connect to that. Like it'll have to be its own separate thing. But her movie, that lady that had that original vision from the trailer, that should have connected 1 through 5 together, and they should have shown that. If you do something else, I can see somebody at another place on Earth getting that premonition at that time and shit happened. They didn't do the classic, you know how they show the scene of everybody getting fucked up. Then you zap back to that person and they warn everybody. And then some people still die anyway. Nobody died. So basically her warning actually saved everybody. Everybody listened. This the one time everybody actually listened. So that made hundreds of people that was supposed to be fucking dead, still alive, having families. Over, I think this shit happened in 1968 and we in 2025.
Then yes, this statement makes sense.
But he cleaned all of them up. That's what I'm trying to tell you, but they didn't show none of it. They just said it.
Then
no. Oh my God, you don't get what I'm saying because you ain't watched it.
I get what you're saying. You saying they cleaned everybody up, right?
Right. But so if you start another scenario where it was another, say for instance, this happened in 68. This happened somewhere else in the 50s to somebody else. That's another branch. But her branch should be closed off.
Okay. You said they didn't show it. They said it. Saying something and showing something is different. Because who said, did Def say that? Did Def
say what?
Is Def talking now?
No, but what do you mean?
Okay. Who said it?
Okay, so you remember the trailer? And you remember the old lady, and she had the book on how everything happened, like the log truck, all that. She traced all that shit back. Every single person in their families. That's how they knew how it was gonna happen in this movie.
But she can't know that for certain. She can't know that it got everybody, right? They can't know that.
If you know everybody was there on the day the initial accident happened and you look those people up and them and their whole families is dead, yes you can. And then they all died fucked up. She got news articles from everyone.
I get that. But that's the power and magic of movies. She could have missed somebody. She could have missed a child. She could have missed something. Somebody could have been adopted and a name changing or something.
I'm going to tell you how petty, because we know death is petty.
It is.
Death was so petty in that movie, it was playing with her. Like, the lady got cancer. So at this point, she was going to die anyway. So the way they did that movie, like I said, it's like somebody else got her premonition because she was going to die. So, like, death would do stupid shit. Like, her, they was going back and forth like they was friends. That's how they had it in the fucking movie. And then, you know, they do shit in order. You always know, like, whoever was supposed to die in this order, that's how they supposed to die. She would have been the last one because of her vision.
Right.
So when death killed her, if she died or whoever else, that means everybody else was already gone.
Right. No. Death skips. If something happened, doesn't it skip? Am I wrong or am I right?
But if it skipped, don't it come back around?
It does. It does. But you got to think about this. All these people, look at the generations of branches.
The only thing that I needed you to see in the movie was that nobody believes that shit because of the generation we're in, so you already know they cooked. Nobody believed her.
Okay, and now that I get.
Like, if you tried to help somebody, her own family didn't fuck with her. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously. Of course.
That's why I was like...
But that's...
Or it goes in reverse. It did different shit. I feel like it did different shit in each movie because it figured out, like, people figured out Death's plan, so that's why I switched it up. But, like, I like the Tony Todd, how he fit in. I like how they did that. But it was like, touch on something. It's like if the lady made a timeline of the years, who it affected and all that stuff, they just put it on the wall, but you couldn't see it. Like, it was just there. You just saw the red lines like a graph. Like how they do the Marvel slate. You know how they do that shit? Like, what's coming out, what year for the phase and all that. It's like, but you didn't go over none of it. Y'all had the book right there that had, like, the log truck and all this stuff, but y'all didn't flip through it. Like, the least they could have done was, like, you know the main characters' names from each movie that got premonitions that still ended up dying. Why not bring them up? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I thought it was going to do to tie it all off. Like, oh, the boy who got the plane vision from 1, you would have brought his name back up like, oh, this happened to him. Like, they didn't do none of that. The only person they brought up was the girl from 3 because she never died. She beat death. Like, she actually beat it the right way. I mean, 2, from the log truck. Remember the girl? Yeah.
With
like
the black hair?
I guess her hair was black. I don't know, but yes. Remember, they was like, with new life can only defeat death or something like that.
Yeah.
And remember, she drowned herself and died, and they brought her back. She actually beat death. So they like faintly brought it up, like, well, I remember this hospital, or like, whatever the name of the hospital was, because I think it was some Rivers or something, because they kept doing clear name too. They was like this girl that died drowning at this hospital and they brought her back. Like, she cheated death, because they was like, the only way you could cheat death was to take somebody else's lifespan like they did in 5. Remember that?
I'm trying to, I don't remember 5.
5 was with what is that man from that I be watching?
Is that with Patty Spivot? Was that
No,
4?
Patty was in 4.
That was 4.
5 was the bridge and the laser and shit.
All the dude with the glasses from the game and all that. No,
yeah. So like in 5, the whole thing was you had
5 connected to. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
But like 5 was like you had to take somebody else's years to live. Like if you killed somebody, you would get the time they had left. So it was more than one way to beat death, but you had to figure it out. Like, either you had to die and come back, which was risky, because if you go to a shitty hospital, you might just end up fucking dying. And remember, the girl from 2 died right at the hospital, so she was like right there. Like, you know, they just got her out the water and brought her straight to the hospital to bring her back. Or, like the black boy did. The black boy, if y'all watch Found with me, he's the black boy from Found. He accidentally killed, like, somebody. Remember, he was the foreman at the factory. And that hook, like, the dude was like in his face about the union shit, and he pushed him and he fell off and a hook caught him. So he technically killed the dude on accident and got the time he got left, so he thought. And then the man turned out to fucking have cancer. Like, the man was finna die anyway, like 2 weeks later. Like 2 weeks later. And so he killed the dude and got his time, but it was only 2 weeks, so that's risky too. Cause them motherfuckers in 6 was looking at babies. They was in the hospital, and when they figured out the shit, they was like, "Oh, where you could kill somebody, y'all right by a maternity ward, and y'all looking." I'm like, y'all being fucking for real, like this Squid Game, like this what we doing this year. This what we doing this year. You think 5 was ass? I like 5. There was when that gymnast got hold. When they was doing that, she got her shit slapped up because of that air conditioner water. They all have like the shit with 6 and the ice was like crazy. Because if you know you dropped the glass by ice, why wouldn't you refill the ice? I know y'all at home, but I just feel like that's so crazy. The pregnant lady in 2 wasn't supposed to die, remember? They had made it like, oh, if they made sure she had her baby, that's how death be playing with their ass too. Like, oh, I'm gonna let you go down this rabbit hole. Remember, when she had the vision again, the lady in 2 had never drove up with everybody else. She stopped before the accident happened with the log truck, so she was never supposed to die anyway. Just like in 6, there was a character who you thought was supposed to go, who wasn't supposed to go when you found something out, and then ended up getting clapped anyway, which didn't make no fucking sense. So it's like, oh, you helping, so I'm gonna just throw you in there. Like, for real?
Damn, Final Destination 5 came out in 2011?
Whoever over Ironheart said that if people keep rewatching the show, they'll get a season 2. I don't know what they're gonna do with season 2, but that's what was said. So I know people like to give people false hope too, just so they can get their ratings up, and may not give you nothing regardless. So I don't know. But out of the, what is it, phase 5, her shit is top 3, I think, out of all the shit that came out for phase 5. But because like now phase 6 starts with Fantastic Four. I just feel like some people's death be literal stupidity. Like, like I have a question for you. Having not watched this, do you know what an MRI does?
An MRI?
Like the machine.
Don't it take pictures of your inside your body?
But like, you know, like if you turn it all the way up, like, you know, like you can't have certain shit on if you go in an MRI machine, right?
Yeah, like certain metals, right?
Okay.
Like metals.
Like that's the craziest shit I ever seen. Like, bitch, I know everybody done watch a hospital show or something with an MRI in it. There's no way that shit started to happen and you just stayed in that room. That shit is fucking crazy. And I like how they faked them deaths in the trailer. How they made that shit look in the trailer. That shit was hilarious. The shit they did in the trailer, whoever makes Final Destination is good at trolling. Whenever it comes out on digital, I'm gonna watch that shit on Twitch, because that shit was fucking crazy. It was good, but it's like the horror person in me really, really wanted them to connect the dots better. The movie by itself was amazing. Like, if you was just watching a Final Destination movie and it wasn't supposed to be the last one, or you didn't want to connect certain shit, cool. But with this supposed to be like the last one for that branch, let's say, I feel like there should have been a little more as far as connecting the dots. Now, if you do like, oh, Death's work is never done, and then we start a new branch of movies, I get that. Because at the end of the day, Death's work is never done. But it's like, I never understood why get the premonitions in the first place. If, like, is Death doing this because he bored? You just gave somebody a premonition so that you could have this shit to clean up later because you bored? I never understood where the premonition came from if they were supposed to die. Like, what was the point of that? It's on Amazon Prime, but is it like for rent or do you gotta buy it? I don't be trying to buy movies. Do y'all know that too? You remember I told you they had that thing about what's slowly slipping away and people don't know? And ownership. Like, you don't own anything anymore. All your music, everything's digital. Like, you don't own it. Like, say for instance, Amazon Prime go out of business. What's gonna happen to all the shit that you bought on there? There's no physical copies of anything anymore. Games, music, movies, all that shit is gone. I just feel like that shit is so crazy, and it's like nobody cares. You subscribe to Peacock, and Peacock was selling movies and you bought them, but then you can't pay your subscription no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you can rent it? Okay, I might watch that Sunday. I gotta get my kids to watch Thunderbolts now. Thunderbolts, and we gotta watch Fast. Which movie is it? Is it 10 that came out last?
I don't know.
Whatever the last Fast and Furious movie was, because I ain't watched it. I don't know what number they on.
Fast X.
Yeah, so 10. Cause like even with computers, they don't make laptops with CD drives no more. You don't get PCs with CD drives no more. Like it's just like all that shit faded and nobody ever cared. Like if you want to watch a movie in actual disc, you gotta have a PlayStation with the disc thing on there and hope your movie work. Like that shit is so crazy. But yeah, cause it's already after 4, and then we gotta cook and shit at some point, and I gotta stream later. But yeah, y'all can talk about Squid Game if y'all want. If y'all have not watched Squid Game, please leave, because there's something I want to say that's gonna give away so much. So please, if you have not watched Squid Game, please leave. And after you watch it, you can come back to this VOD and you can hear this conversation. Cause there's so many people that are mad with this show just because they fave died. But I'm like, motherfuckers die every season. Like it's not new. I was raw and upset about Squid Game watching it live action because me and Trey had to watch it 2 episodes at a time. We watched the first 2, then we watched 3 and 4, then we watched 5 and 6 because it's like it was so much and I was heated every time we watched it. Now that it's over and I've had time to process and I watched my son to watch it because my oldest one watched it too. I get why the things that happen. Now Trey probably understood this watching it because he was like, I get why the writer did this. Meanwhile, I'm heated. I ain't gonna understand shit till I ain't heated no more. So, you know what I'm saying? But you never expected bro to succeed. Alright, have a good day if y'all leaving, but yeah, don't get spoiled. Thoughts about the ending where Kate appeared. I don't want it. Cause it's not the same people. I don't want it. It's literally gonna be American. I don't want it. I don't want it. Even though the dude makes some hits, I don't want it. They already got all that shit set up. I don't want it. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I feel like the Squid Game we got, which was Korean culture, it ended the way it should have ended. It wasn't a perfect ending, but it was a real ending. That's real life. All these greedy, money grubbing, backstabbing ass bitches always climb the ladder and make it because they tearing everybody else down to get there. Crabs in a barrel. And most times the good people don't win in the end. Cause I mean, that's just life sometimes. Just how they say like nobody ever got $1 billion clean. He barely won the first game. And it's like it's the thing that gets you with season 2 and 3 is like you hold out so much hope that motherfuckers will have sense enough to go home. Cause they even gave y'all the option. That's what the shit that was crazy. It wasn't even like season 1 where only one person can make it. Y'all had the choice to fucking leave this bitch. And y'all kept playing. Y'all kept playing. A baby's life is on the line. They put a baby and the mother of the baby in the game, and y'all didn't even try to have any kind of humanity to make sure they was good. They could have went home then when the girl came back with the baby after the what it was a knives game, keys and knives. That's what it was. When they was hide and seek, basically, it was 60 people that went in there, 25 that came out, and y'all all probably would have been millionaires, and that still wasn't enough. Y'all see this old lady, she begging y'all, let's go. The girl with the baby injured and the actual newborn in the fucking games, and y'all like, let's roll the dice and play again, guys. Like, the fuck? This is why I don't have faith in humanity sometimes. Like, I really have to watch videos to restore my faith in humanity because y'all already know in the USA, ain't no point even giving them a Democratic vote in the US when we see how November went last year. Just gonna say it's only gonna be one survivor and you gotta play. Because, like, ain't no point of giving them hoes no vote. That old ass man was still gonna play since he owed the most money. But by the time they got down to 8 people, I think it was, before the end, well, 9 with the baby, he would have had enough money to pay his debt off then. And he still was being greedy. And, like, you owing that is your bad. That ain't nobody else for that. You did that. How you end up $10 billion in debt? What did you do? And the one set of people that make me sick online is them 333 supporters. Cause he fine. That's why y'all got bum ass baby daddies. 333 is the reason y'all got bum ass baby daddies.
What the fuck is 333?
The boy that had the baby daddy. That's his number. The girl was 222. He was 333.
Oh, I'm like,
it's thinking, people that said they ruined his character because he was changing. Like he wasn't shit from the start. That man, I went back and watched the compilation, and he killed everybody important died because of him. The girl, Young Me, remember he locked her out on me. He locked her out and got her killed. You killed 120 just because you wanted to go on a murdering spree. 222 died because she didn't trust you enough to help her to the other side because you was a bum. He killed Thanos. He killed the boy that got the drug addiction last minute, 125. Like, he killed all of them. And the reason you ended up here was because you scammed people initially. You and this girl was a one-night stand, and you told her to get an abortion, and you disappeared. And it's like, y'all felt like he was a good dude. No, y'all think he fine. And y'all is like, what is it, rose-colored glasses? Y'all, is it the red pill? Which pill is it? I don't know what y'all taking. But it's really motherfuckers online arguing to the death that he wasn't wrong. Like, motherfuckers is really like, he did this. He did this for this. It's like, y'all really making excuses for this man. He was scamming from beginning to end. It was always about him leaving with the money. Cause had it not been, why would you kill? It was stupid for them to kill 100. Even if they thought they had the one dude left, you still could have waited, killed them later, like Trey said, if y'all watch the reaction. But even still, you wanted the baby before 4, 5, 6 came over, so that the baby was your only competition. You still was gonna have to kill the baby at the end, and it's like, y'all don't see that. He wanted 4, 5, 6 to die before the last round started. So that means it was only him and the baby. He wasn't finna kill himself for that baby. Like, motherfuckers is really online, like, trying to say they ruined his character because he was changing, because he was in love with that girl. No, the fuck he wasn't. They had a one-night stand. He told her to get an abortion. He disappeared. He only gave a fuck when she popped up in the games pregnant. And he still didn't give that much of a fuck. But that whole quote that was like, we are not horses, we're human, and then he put humans are ... went over so many people's head. It went over my head until I actually sit and thought about it. And I saw a comment online that I saved that was like a perfect summation of the games and what happened. And I wanted to read that with y'all. That's why I wanted the people who like, you know, the people who ain't watched it to leave. But like, the humans are ... humans can be anything. And the game showed you that. You got humans that can have compassion. You got humans that are greedy. You got humans that are like evil. Like, you can't put one tag on a person because people are different things. And I see what the writer was trying to do with that. Like, you can't. But when he said we are not horses, like I said, I know some people ain't gonna get that. So like, let me go to, I think I screenshotted the whole thing. But it was like, the ending was perfect. Gi-hun didn't just survive, he proved something deeper. The front man believed that people are naturally selfish, that when pushed they'll always turn on each other, but Gi-hun showed the opposite. It was like that even in a place as brutal and as hopeless as Squid Game, compassion can still exist. People can still choose to be good. And then the final line, we are not horses. You good? Yeah. We are not horses, we are humans. Humans are. And then he just stops. That unfinished thought hits hard. Horses act on instinct. I want y'all to hear that. Horses act on instinct. They're forced into wars. They're forced into races. They're forced into someone else's game. They run because they don't have a choice. Y'all, I want y'all to hear what I'm saying. And some people don't care because they just, my favorite didn't win. I don't like the show. It's trash. Like, this motherfucker really be trying to like give a message. Like, horses are forced to do these things. Humans shouldn't be forced to do that. And maybe that's what Squid Game was. It says people running out of desperation, but humans, we're not supposed to operate like that. Like, we're not supposed to operate like that. So it's like, we're supposed to have a choice, but choose what exactly? That's where the ... comes in when it says humans are. That's where it gets messy. Greed, betrayal, cruelty, but also love, sacrifice, and kindness. It's like, we're more than what the game tried to make us be, and people still most of the time gonna prove the point of the people that's over the games. But like that shit, it sucked that he had to die, and then you got people online that's like, how you gonna die for a baby you just met and don't even fuck with your own kid? Like you got all the people like that. If that was me, I would have yeeted that motherfucking baby. Motherfuckers like that online, like literally. I'm looking at comments under these videos, like, are y'all fucking serious right now? This is why you have the record over help mentality. I'ma record it, you getting fucked up for the views, but I ain't think to actually help you or call 911. Him not having access to his daughter was him season one being addicted to gambling, stealing from his mom or whatever. He went into the games and obviously that changed him, but by then his daughter was already in the US. And as he was getting on a plane to go see her, what happens? You hear the onset of the next games. So he went to help those people because he felt like that was more important. I could have possibly saved 455 lives. You know what I'm saying? If I would have actually had people believe me and stop the games. He tried to save who he could, and sadly enough, he didn't end up saving anybody.
I don't know anything about Cobra Kai.
Wait, what? Like, that ending broke my heart, but I'm like, hey. And even him sacrificing that, it seemed like it kind of changed the front man. When you look at how he went and got the baby. Somebody dealt with the baby for 6 months before he dropped it off at the brother house with somebody he knew that would take care of the baby. He could have just let the baby die. Based off who he used to be, it seemed like he would have did that. But even pulling up in LA to drop the money off to the daughter, like y'all talking about he was a bum, but hey, his daughter rich now at the end of the day. Like his sacrifice, it actually did mean something. So I think the ending was supposed to show like a rebirth for those kids. Cause the girl that died season one trying to help her brother and find their mama, he's okay now. Found the mama and they left the money with the old lady and shit. His daughter's okay. Then this baby's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's like us old people making the sacrifices so the new generation is better. But it's like nobody's gonna get that because y'all so short attention span. My favorite died, I checked out. Like as hard as it may be to watch, it was a purpose in all of it. But like I said, I enjoyed it. I know a lot of people, they up in arms about that shit. Like they mad about it. So, but seeing people that'll be like, bitch, I don't know, that ain't my baby. Yeet. Like, for real? This where we at? And that just show you that all them men that was ready to take him out of that baby just for more money, like that shit was crazy. All the people that were innocent left, checked up out of here early. Then there's people talking about the old lady talking about she wanted to kill him. She wanted to kill her son. She didn't want to do that. Like, what do y'all be watching? Like, what do y'all be watching? This is why everybody don't need to make decisions. Cause like, people should not be able to vote or drink or smoke until they frontal lobe has developed. Cause y'all showing me with this show that y'all ain't ready. Cause that's crazy. She wanted to do that. What? If she wanted to kill him, why she kill herself? How she gonna kill her son over a random girl and baby she just met? Cause she didn't want to see her son turn into a fucking monster? And that little stab from that knife ain't do nothing no way. Though him not being able to do that shit in time and them shooting him up is what killed his ass, low key. Shit's fucking crazy, bro. I just be looking at the comments. I'm like, people mindset is fucking wild.
I'ma hate Squid Games USA. Cause whoever win, motherfucker be like, yeah, y'all can't fucking deal with this. Y'all can't fuck with us from whoever, whatever city, whatever.
Really?
City,
That's what you feel like they about to do?
They gonna do that
So it's
shit.
gonna be gang wars?
That's all they gonna say. Told y'all, motherfuckers. Squid Game, bitch. USA. Y'all can't fuck with me, bitch. We from here. We from here. Detroit, son. Be more in this bitch. Like all that crazy shit. That's like, I hope somebody from fucking Maine win. That's what I hope. No,
From Maine?
From Maine.
From Maine is no, Hawaii. Cause they be over there minding their business.
I hope wherever they from is not somewhere that fucking motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if that bitch is from Montana. Give me somewhere where motherfuckers can't say, Oh my God, I hope.
But I'm just interested to see what the games will be. I feel like they gotta do Duck Duck Goose. Nobody plays that shit no more, but we know what the fuck Duck Duck Goose is. Imagine it be Duck Duck Stab. Like when you tap the person and they run, you gotta stab them. Or if you don't stab them before they get back to their designated position, you die. Gotta be Duck Duck Goose. They be making fun of that. What is that fitness gram patient test? I'm like, bruh, dodgeball and Duck Duck Goose. Gotta be. Yeah, somebody said it was gonna be cops and robbers. Like, I'm like, that shit crazy. But seeing that dude, so obviously since they show her in LA, it's gonna take place in LA. Like, yeah, they'll like, so I don't know if they're with all the millions of people that live out there, like, I don't know, because it's just probably 456 people if they do the same rules. So I'm assuming everybody's just gonna be from LA. Unless they move to LA. You know how that go with us, but I feel like they all gonna be like from LA. But the casting is crazy because they like put in Giancarlo Esposito and Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, what is this fan casting? Like, what? They done seen Kate that lost their mind. I'm like, the fuck? They tell my Mads Mikkelsen need to be the front man. I'm like, they are like, I'm like, they wanted Giancarlo to be the 4, 5, 6. I'm like, bro, that shit is crazy. Not double dutch. Hell no. I'm dead. I can't double dutch for shit. I can't double dutch or rollerblade. Not solitaire with 50 moves. You're diabolical. Cause who would think of that? Motherfuckers probably don't even know how to play solitaire.
You can't win solitaire in 50 moves.
Let's see.
The cards would have to fall perfectly. Perfectly. Because depending on how many turns you got to flip this card.
Yeah. Wait. Bitch, I said solitaire. How the fuck y'all pull up free sale?
Because flipping the cards over is a
You
move.
need at least 76 moves to win solitaire. At least.
I play enough solitaire to know you can't beat that shit in 50 moves. Because you have to keep flipping those cards.
Because if you do a 3-card deal, a minimum of 60 moves is needed. Like if you do 3 cards instead of 1, no, you do that one. So they all dying. You just killed everybody.
Yeah.
you just killed everybody.
See, I knew that, and I don't even like.
Bill Cosby as 001 is crazy, and y'all diabolical for that.
Alright, we're ready to go.
Spades would be funny. Everybody do not know how to play spades. They're hold.
It's gonna be universal games. So
I don't feel like they're gonna be universal because people didn't know what some of the games was this Squid Game today.
No, to the to the masses, like.
But it depends because if they like how the dude 001 started Squid Games, it took more than 1 billionaire to do that. So if you had the original like people from different places that set it up, because obviously they've been doing this in other places. It's just everybody probably didn't know that. Because think about 450 people coming up missing in LA. Who cares? Like, they probably like, who cares? Matter of fact, let me see the population of South Korea versus LA.
Twerk off.
Okay. So the population of South Korea is 51.7 million. The LA population alone is 3 million. So the population of California is 39 million. So I'm just like, a couple hundred people come up missing. That shit probably happened already anyway. Hey, Simsky. I honestly felt like what they were trying to do with 456 was make him the next game master. Since he came back, like you beat it once, and I feel like had the front man had him kill the people at the end, and it just would have been him and the baby, and they would have voted to leave, that they would have made him cold enough, because that's what it seemed like they were trying to do by breaking his spirit. Like I feel like they were trying to break his spirit and make him the next front man. Now it would be funny to see like some like how like in South Korean culture you get a couple idols or movie stars, you get like a different brand of people. So it would be funny if they threw like some reality people up in like the American Squid Games to get clapped or whatever. Like that shit would be funny, but I don't know. I forgot the name of the dude who's like directing it or writing it or whatever, but he's done like other movies in Hollywood that went well. But I don't know, it's just watching it in America, I feel like it take from it. And the whole joke be like, when you watch Squid Game and you hear like the VIPs, people be saying it sound like they be dubbing over their own voices. I don't know why they sound real like it's just English, like just be normal. Like I don't know why they talk like that. It be like weird how they talk. So I feel like that shit gonna be weird to watch in English. Not if they step on a crack and you break your own back or something or something. I feel like Simon Says will get people. Cause people don't follow directions for shit. Like I still feel like they could do red light, green light, because I feel like everybody has that. I feel like everybody had red light, green light. I feel like they should keep that like specifically for the game, regardless of where they play it at. Everybody should know how to play red light, green light. But American game, red light, green light, dodgeball, y'all said Simon Says, Duck Duck Goose. I feel like that kind of shit, bruh. Bring back them old school games. Don't let a motherfucker like, if they do that relay again, I feel like instead of the one with the things you have to throw, they could do jacks for like the American one. Like we had to throw the ball and get the jacks and shit. Now what I feel like they should have did, to be honest, was when they showed the end one, them playing that game where you throw the shit, that didn't make sense to me for LA. Cause like, for you to recruit people, I feel like you should have played a game that everybody would know that was American if you trying to insinuate that it's gonna be Squid Games America. Like throwing that shit, like we didn't know what the fuck that was before Squid Game came on, so how motherfuckers just magically playing that shit to get
Heads up, 7, heads down, 7 up.
Heads down, 7 up was the shit, cause you.
Yeah, I'm like,
Or is it heads down, thumbs up?
something like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of easy though. That's the shit where you had to like tap people and
I don't know.
I forgot. I ain't played that shit since elementary, bro. The fuck is cornhole?
Throw the shit in the damn thing in the hole.
Okay, there's another name for that, right? Shuffleboard?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking. Never mind. Shuffleboard, you had that stick. You had to like do it almost like hockey to get it. You had to use that stick. But cornhole is crazy. I didn't know that was the name of that game. Like the bean bags, like in the holes. That's what you're saying, like that. I ain't know it's called cornhole. Imagine Hangman, but a real man. Hangman would be rough if they had you up there. Hangman would have to be a game where it's either not that many people left or they have to do it on teams though. They could do Battleship. That's because like if you watch Squid Game, the reality show, they did a live like Battleship. I feel like they could put that in the show because that was crazy.
So how do you die?
If your ship like
sink,
yeah, you're dead.
So what? It like does the whole team die?
The whole team on the boat.
Okay.
So you'd be best in the 2-seater because like
no, I mean period. Like if the whole team, when the whole team loses, does everybody die, or do just your people who die on that ship die? Like,
I think the way they did it, because it's the reality show, so of course they didn't die. I want to say it was red and blue. If your ship sunk, regardless of which team we on, you still got eliminated. But if your team lost, I think the whole team got eliminated.
that's what I'm saying. Okay, this is a life and death situation. So in life and death situations, if your ship just sunk, that like the little pieces, if your little numbers are called, you don't die. But if the whole team loses, that whole team dies, is what we're saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the way they did it on the
I'm not talking about the reality
and
show.
it would make more sense depending on how many people left. If your ship sunk, you just died. So that's killing a lot of people because it depends on how many people left when y'all play the game. Because say for instance, 50 people, 25, you could make it seem like if your team lose, they'll wipe out half the people.
Yeah, so I'm saying like, why don't you just, okay, you red and blue. If I'm just sitting here, if I'm in square B2 and my ship is, I'm in a 2-person ship, B2 and B3,
if when they sink my ship, my little ship, do they just start shooting me?
That's what I would think they would do.
I would think that was crazy because that would I don't feel like that would be good because
Monopoly too long though. Like Monopoly is a long ass fucking game. You can't really do much with
I
that
would
unless
feel
you
like-
only had certain squares, like the major properties or some shit. Like you couldn't do the whole board of Monopoly. But like I need to go back and watch a reality show because I want to say when your ship got sunk, you got eliminated. But I also thought they eliminated the team. Wait, what's that game where they went to the middle of that rainbow shit?
Alright, y'all. I'm finna go.
Okay.
Y'all have a good day. I gotta go to the store.
What you gotta get from the store?
Sauce for my meat. I didn't get any.
Oh, you didn't want the sauce I had?
I wanted Korean sauce.
Oh, okay. The creator of Squid Game said that they wrote the ending that way, but it wasn't meant to do sequels. But you already know they go do that shit. That Netflix like money. See, I don't like that. If I put you on game with my shit and make you money, if I don't want nothing else to come after that, don't do nothing else after that. But it ain't gonna do as good, like. But I mean, then again, the way reality TV do numbers, it might. But I forgot they played like Battleship on their reality version, and I feel like that would be like a good American game. I really wish I would stop asking about Sandman, bro. Did y'all even watch the original Sandman reactions? Y'all ask for reactions and then don't watch them. We did the first season. Nobody seemed interested in that shit. Now everybody like, y'all gonna watch season 2? But why Kate fucking Blanchett? I mean, that's what they wanted. They might have like a star-studded cast. I don't know. Maybe the creator was just trying to show you that this shit still going on. Even if you stopped one, it's still going on somewhere. That don't necessarily mean I want a sequel though. And I kind of figured it was going on in other places anyway. I'm pretty sure. Because I want to say one of the VIPs, the first season, didn't they make a comment like the Korean game is the best one? Like it was more than one or something like that? I feel one of them VIPs saying that. Like this was the best one yet or something. I don't know. If I want to watch Sandman, which I ain't really like all that enthused to watch it, like I don't even remember what was going on to be honest. But if I watch it, if you don't want to watch it, it'll be something I just watch on Twitch one day. But let me go. I'm gonna go because I'm probably gonna ride with him while he go to the store so I can go buy something else. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. I will be back after. What time is it? I'll be back at like 7 for community night if y'all want to join. And if y'all want to shop my store, use the code freedom to get 25% off. I got new hair oil stocked. I got yoni oil and I added some more perfume. So y'all have a good day. And I'll catch y'all next time.